Mina, konbanwa, JesusFreakinGamer here. Playing a new game today. I thought it was appropriate in light of the last video I made. So yeah, I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and let's up the ante and play a little bit of Would You Rather. That's how it's popularly known on YouTube. I had no idea it was actually one of those IO sites. It's either.io. That's the name of the actual site. I never knew because, you know, Mark, Sean, and Felix, they all edit their videos properly, unlike me, whereas I'm just playing the game straight up, right here online. And by going to the website myself, I was like, oh, that's so cool. I had no idea. Of course, if I'd ever actually looked into it myself, to do it myself, I would have found out. So yeah, I'm just doing the full screen right there for everyone and all to see, including like the first few comments. And what I find to be really kind of important, there seems to be a little bit more of a definition underneath, and maybe that's not the same. Like right here, it says you only understand words in the Webster's Abridged Dictionary, kind of like specifying what this question is saying. I really like that. That's really cool. I would have known that if I'd played the game earlier. So, without further ado, well, maybe just slightly further ado, I was going to have some music for this video since most of it's just going to be talking, or me talking, and I was like, hey, it'd be really cool to have some music in the background while I talk. That would be really cool, except for I was completely unprepared. I've spent the last half hour trying to figure out a good way to get music in the background, and I don't have a way to do that. I have no idea. So yeah. So let's just get started, shall we? I am so unprepared for everything. First question, and it's slightly controversial, which is a really nice beginning considering, again, the video of me coming out as a conservative Christian. I was like, this is the perfect time to play this game, because I plan on playing this game without skipping a single question, no matter how controversial or how bad. A little upping the ante over the other YouTubers. I don't know, maybe there was another YouTuber who didn't skip a single question no matter how controversial. Maybe that is a thing. That's not just a lazy excuse for me to edit. I'd like to answer, honestly, all the questions, no matter how controversial they are. I think it would be a great way to get to know someone. And it's almost like a game of truth and dare. It's like we're daring you to tell the truth on this, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to state my unbiased conservative Christian opinion on each and every one of these questions. Part of me is like, please let there be more fun questions than serious ones, but I don't care. One way or the other, we're going to go. First question, speak in only Ebonics, or understand no slang whatsoever, and for clarification, you only understand words in the Webster's Abridged Dictionary. Yo, how I sound, how I be speaking. Yo, dog. I need to click on this one. I need to add one number to that. That's just, oh my gosh, there's no comparison. Is that doing anything when I click on it? I'm like, click. But there's already a percentage there. There shouldn't already be a percentage there. I don't know what I'm doing. Next one. Okay. Well, that's the one. You saw me click on it. You didn't see me click on it. I clicked speak from the dictionary. And, okay, this one has no clarification whatsoever. Okay, so it was only temporary. Would you rather only talk in third person or... So this is what Brandon is thinking right now. Right now, Brandon is rather amused by the simplicity of these questions. And Brandon thinks it's really cool the way Brandon has to talk in third person. I wasn't even care what the other one is. Brandon likes talking in third person. Never be able to call someone by name? So only talk in third person or never be able to call someone by name. Wow, no, Brandon feels that it is much more limiting to only talk in third person. Brandon knew a person at work who did this. I'm going to drive myself crazy by the end of the video, and that's okay. That's the purpose of these YouTube videos, right? To be entertaining to you guys. So this is great. This is perfect. Brandon will try to keep this up. I'm failing already. For the entire video. Brandon will speak in third person. Brandon will live by this particular thing. Instead of never being able to call someone by name, Brandon can never actually address Robbie, or Mark, or Sean, or Felix, or anyone else that Brandon likes for that matter. Starting to get used to it. So, Brandon would definitely rather speak in third person. So let's keep going. Brandon is just barely in the majority. I hope this doesn't catch and I keep doing this in real life, even for like temporarily. That would be really fucking insane. So moving along. Would you rather have an iPad or have an iPhone? Can't both do pretty much the same thing? Pretty much one's the same. Nowadays, they're pretty much the same thing. One is simply bigger than the other. So for the sake of compactness, Brandon would like an iPhone. Brandon is in the vast majority. Would you rather get $1 million or find true love? Ooh. Gare Bear, sorry. Brandon mispronounced that. Gare Bear says, true love is overrated. $1 million will make me a lot happier. Aw, jeez. I don't have to think about that one really for that long. Finding true love, 100%. Money, it's nice, but it can only get you so far. It can only make you but so happy. Finding that one person that you really care about. I guess Brandon's a bit of a romantic at heart, but Brandon would rather have true love than $1 million. Brandon will just continue to work his day job for now. Would you rather sit on a cold toilet seat? This is a toilet in a public bathroom. Important note, guys. Or sit on a warm toilet seat? Brandon would prefer a cold toilet seat. Brandon would prefer a cold toilet seat. You've got to keep in mind, I'm slightly germophobic, so the fact that it's warm means someone has been there recently, regardless of the urinary or fecal matter on said seat. Just the fact of knowing someone was right behind me. I've never thought that about Brandon has never thought about that before. Brandon is going to be traumatized for the rest of Brandon's life at this point. If you were lost in space, would you rather run into a full-grown alien from Alien or run into Predator? Your survival is based on your own skill. Who would you prefer to fight? I'm dead, one way or the other. Brandon is dead, one way or the other. I'm trying to keep this up, guys. I really am. This doesn't matter. Good luck. Fuck me. Double dooskies. All the way. Brandon is dead. Brandon doesn't stand a chance in hell. So, which one's cooler? I wish I had music in the background right now while I was thinking. Brandon wishes he had music in the background while Brandon was thinking, because that would be so much cooler. I'm glad it's hard. Yeah, I'm glad it's hard for... Brandon is glad it's hard for Brandon to speak in the third person. That's a good chance that Brandon will not keep doing that after this video. So which one's cooler at this point? Which one is more cool? Not to mention which one's better for the human survival overall. Predators hunt for sport. Aliens kill just randomly. Predators actually care about the skill of their prey. So, first thing that comes to my mind, there aren't many humans that the predator will want to kill nowadays anyway. Most humans kind of seem kind of stupid for the most part. It's such a mean thing to say. Of course, that doesn't include my freaks at all. All of you are beautiful, wonderful, intelligent, outstanding, special people. So, for the sake of humanity, and for the sake of the survivability of the entire race, not to mention I personally think they're just a little bit cooler. Oh, like the hate come in on me. I'm going to go with Predator. Again, very, very close there. Would you rather communicate with animals or speak every language fluently? Huh. Considering what I said in my last statement, considering what Brandon said in his last statement, fuck, maybe I need to throw myself in that comment about stupid people. I can't even remember. Brandon can't even remember what he was going to do! Ah! So, would you rather communicate with animals or speak every language fluently? Considering what I just said, I'm going to go with the animals. Just because Brandon can't even remember what Brandon was saying. Fuck. Brandon's going with communicate with animals just because Brandon can't even remember to speak his own language that he ordained over himself properly. Besides, if animals could communicate with you, or even if they couldn't communicate, what if they could only hypothetically communicate the things that they feel, the things that they see, the way they feel about humans? Even if they can't properly communicate, if they could, kind of like Bubbles does to squirrels and the Powerpuff Girls. I just labeled myself as not just someone who watches My Little Pony, but Powerpuff Girls. Let the uneditedness be glorified and wonderful. And Brandon can't remember what the fuck he was doing. No, that would be such a different level. Even if they can't communicate, if you could communicate with them, and if they could communicate with you, that would be such another level. Yes, the more I think about it, not only are humans stupid, the more Brandon thinks about it, he's fucking stupid, humans are fucking stupid, we can't communicate with fucking animals, Brandon's going with fucking animals. That didn't sound right either. Oh my gosh, I'm in the minority for that once. Moving along. Would you... I was going to answer a few more questions, but this is the awesomest question to end on for an episode. I couldn't ask for more. Would you rather the world be full of atheists or the world be full of Christians? And this would be permanent. It'd probably be better with a world full of atheists. Rob, that's actually not true. So apparently Transparent knows who Kirby is, and Kirby's name is Rob. So Rob is the one who's been fighting King Day-to-Day all this time. Now we know. Aren't you glad I came here? Obviously, the world would be full of Christians. And I'm in the minority as far as people coming to this site. For me, the answer is incredibly obvious. And this would be permanent. Everyone forever would go to heaven. Even God wants that, except for he doesn't contradict our free will. He doesn't contradict our choice. He even honors our choice by allowing us to go to hell. So, but if it's going to be one or the other, I mean, free will is the best thing. For the way it is, for people to make their own choices, the best. But if I had to choose one or the other, everyone goes to hell or everyone goes to heaven. Gee, I fucking wonder which one I would rather have. I wonder which one Brandon wonders which one Brandon would rather have. Brandon would prefer the world to be full of Christians. And I'm telling you, I may, wouldn't you prefer that as well? You like Brandon? Huh? Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I feel like it was such a failure on so many levels, but it was so much fun and so stupid and random. I was going to do more than one episode of this originally. Now I'm definitely going to be doing more than one episode. That was so much fun for me to do. That was amazingly awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, hit that like button. If you disliked it, hit that dislike button. And if you really liked it, share with a friend, subscribe, and join the freaks. Brandon loves you guys, and God bless.